Today in this video I will be taking you through the steps for creating a stylish, user-friendly website with Wix.com. Wix.com uses a code-free front-end technology, making it easy for everyone to get online with a fully functional, responsive website. Whether you're a photographer wanting to create a portfolio website or a business owner looking to expand your company, this tutorial should provide you with the skills needed to build your own original design. Let's get started. So if you don't already have an account with Wix.com, you're going to want to sign up. You also have the option to continue with Facebook or with Google, applying your personal details from each of these accounts to your Wix profile. So we're going to sign up. When you have typed in your email and your password, just click sign up and it will take you to the next stage of registration. Now that you have completed the sign up process, you're ready to create your website. So what kind of website do you want to create? Before you start to build your website, I would recommend having a brief look at the web design process. This will give you the background knowledge for your design. Research is really just finding out information related to your project to give you a better understanding of ways to carry out the development stage. Looking at competing websites is also good practice to make sure that your design is original. Planning is where you'll start to map out your website structure and content. Do you want one long page including all the content or 5 different pages linked with a navigation bar? Will you include videos and images? If so, which of each will you choose? The design stage of the process is the creative side of the planning really. Color theory and typography, logos and branding are things you want to consider. Also taking into consideration your overall design from your research at the beginning. And finally development, which is tying all of the previous research, planning and design together to build your website. After going through the design process, hopefully by now you have a better understanding of what website you will be building and what it's going to look like. The purpose of this video is to show you how to navigate throughout the interface using the elements and tools that Wix has to offer. And we're going to start by clicking Start with Wix Editor. As you can see, Wix offer a huge amount of templates to choose from relating to all sorts of things like online store, business, photography, design, restaurants and food, accommodation. But for now, we will be using a blank template and starting from scratch. And as you can see, Wix has now opened a new tab for the Wix editor to come into play. And it is a completely blank canvas with only the header, page body and footer sections marked out on the screen. Just before we start, there are a few main elements of the editor I would like to talk about as they will be used consistently throughout the building process. To the left of the screen we have the element buttons. Starting at the top we have the background, which will allow you to change the background of the canvas and also edit the canvas in more advanced ways. Secondly, we have add, which are the building blocks of your website. These will be everything when it comes to building your website. The Wix app market. So this will allow you to add in outside apps to your website. My uploads is where all your images for your website will be. As you can see, I've already uploaded quite a few images for our website today. Videos, and I will be showing you how to upload these in a short while. Start your Wix blog. Okay, so share your expertise in your own blog, keep visitors on your site for longer with engaging content, and increase your visibility on Google to attract more visitors, which is search engine optimization essentially, and I will be talking about that towards the end of the tutorial. Sell online, so create an online store or shop, which is e-commerce, whether that's selling clothes or paintings. This will be for you. Bookings, to take bookings on your website. If you're creating a restaurant or a spa website, this will allow you to create a calendar booking system for your site. Moving on, we have the pages, which is up in the top left of the screen. This is where you navigate between the pages of your website. You will start off automatically with your homepage. You have a few options for your page: to rename it, duplicate it, to make a copy of it, to hide your page, or to delete it, as you've seen me just do. The settings is just the more advanced settings for these four: page info, layouts, permissions, and page SEO. This will bring them up in a more detailed manner. To add a page, we use the add page button, and as you can see, you can add a new page, add a link to your menu or menu header. We're just going to click add new page for the meantime and rename it tours, and we're going to add another page. As you've seen I have before, contact us. And contact us is automatically put itself above tours. We just click, hold down, drag and drop to move that. So we have the site settings, save, preview, publish. We also have these buttons in a quicker shortcut form up on the top of the screen. Upgrade, so this would be to upgrade to your Wix Premium. Connect to a domain, I will talk about that towards the end of the tutorial also. And mobile editor, now this also has a shortcut button up here. I'll get to that in a moment, it's very important. Exit editor, site history, site management, we won't really be using any of them today. We have toolbar, which is this little box right here, and this will allow you to edit your elements or sections that you add into your page. We also have rulers, as you can see is appeared at the top of the screen, but we will not need that today. Grid lines, which are marking out your header, page body and footer section. I feel they are essential. We have the help button, a step-by-step help to getting your website up and running. Keyboard shortcuts we won't be using. Connecting a domain, upgrade to get a free domain to connect to your site, enjoy unlimited bandwidth and extra storage, connect Google Analytics, and remove Wix brand ads. To upgrade, start by saving your site. We might be upgrading later in the tutorial. Zoom in and out of your website. We have undo and redo buttons, which will be very helpful. If you make a mistake, you can undo it, or if you delete something by accident, you can redo it and it'll bring it back. Now the mobile editor I think is very important, because Wix automatically generate a mobile responsive design for your website, which is everything nowadays. That's all people do. People don't have the time to sit and look up a website on a computer. Mostly the younger generation will just lift up the closest device, which is normally a phone. So welcome to the mobile editor. Changes made here won't affect your desktop site. Your site is automatically optimized to look amazing on a mobile. See what you can do. Okay, so as you can see, mobile menu, header, page, and a footer section. And we'll just switch back to the desktop view. And as I said before, save, preview, and publish. Preview is what your site will look like when it is live. Back to editor. Now that we have went through all the elements and tools of the page, we can start to build our website. So I would like to start off by showing you, if you double click your page section, Obviously you've got the header and the footer section at the bottom. The middle section, double click it and you will see page design pop up. If this doesn't pop up, click change page design. You can also change the page background, but we're just going to change the design so far. So you can take away the color. Right now the background is white. We are going to use a translucent gray design for the page. Now that we've done that, a ton of colors for the background of your page, of your canvas, should I say. But we are going to use an image. Now, Wix offer lots of free images also, and videos to go with that. Just simply click the category that's most relevant to you, or else search an image. We also have illustrations, patterns and textures. So if you want a patterned background or textured background, all very nice stuff. However, we will be using an uploaded image of mine for the background, and to upload an image you simply click upload images, click the image that you want to upload and click open. This will upload your image to Wix. We're just going to simply select the picture I want to use as my background and click change background. So as you can see now, we have the picture in the background of the canvas. We could also use a video. Do the same thing by clicking here and uploading your videos and open. Wix also offer free videos, as mentioned before. Click on the settings of your page background, and this will allow you to change the opacity of your image, color behind it, the scroll effects. So automatically you will have no scroll effect for your picture. The parallax effect will let you scroll down the page and your content and background will scroll at different speeds, and I'll show you the parallax effect in action soon enough in this tutorial. The freeze does the complete opposite of the parallax effect. It will move the content down the page, but the picture will stay exactly where it is. So we're going to have the parallax effect on. Where the position of the image can be changed, but we're going to keep it centered for the meantime. And that seems to be everything in that section. So there you go, you have an image background and you've changed the design of your page. We're going to add a new section to start off with, and it's going to be the menu section of your page, which is the navigation between the different pages. You can scroll through and have a look. We're going to use this menu that I've selected out, and already, because I have created the 3 pages, home, tours and contact us, it has automatically registered to the menu. If we use the button in the bottom right corner to stretch our menu, we want to fill the header with it, and anything that's in the header will appear on every page. So if we just click on the tours page, as you can see, it's on the page. It would be the same for contact us as well. So we're going to stay on the home page for the moment. I also forgot to mention that to get it there, we just hold down the key over our menu and drag it in to the canvas. So now that we have our navigation bar stretched out to the full extent of the header, to edit the navigation bar, changing the color, text, etc., we click and this little menu comes up. Manage menu, navigate, layouts, design, animate, stretch, or help. The layouts we have here. How is text aligned? Is it left to right, right to left? We're just going to keep it centered. All tabs are the same size. We have that ticked. If it wasn't ticked, the contact us would be bigger because the text is longer. Tabs fill the whole menu. Yes, we definitely want that. If that wasn't clicked, this is what it would look like. Okay, so tabs fill the whole menu. Display tabs from left to right or right to left. We'll keep it left to right. So that's layout. Design is all about the color and the font size, font style. If we just click customize design, there are 3 options: regular, hover, and clicked. Regular are these two, tours and contact us, the way they're sitting right now. Clicked is the home page, the way we are on the home page. So this is the clicked option here, and the hover is when you're hovering over the 2 regular ones, and I'll show you that in the page preview. We can't show you that in the editor right now. So if we click on fill color and opacity, the background color is white. We want to keep it white because this is the regular one. This is what we're going for. Drop down background, we're going to change that to, yes, this color, so it's already selected for us. And separators, we want the separators to be this color. Going on down, the border, we want it to be 2 and white, but you can change that to whatever you feel like. Corners we don't really need to worry about right now, and shadow as well. If we enabled shadow, it would just create this dark line here, as you can see. If you keep your eyes here, when I disable it, it goes away. So we don't want a shadow. We want a 2D and not 3D, basically. And the text, the color is turquoise. We want the color of the text for the regular. I want it to be this color. And I'll just exit that. Theme, we'll keep it on the page title. Site title would be bigger. We're going for page title because it's the navigation bar, so it would be the page titles. Our text is Proxima Nova. We're going to change that to Lulu. Where are we? I'm going to change that to Lulu Clean and have our font size at 25. Okay, so that is the regular covered. Hover, we want our hover button to be the same color as the text on the regular, and the text to be white. Going on to the clicked section, we want the clicked background, and as you will see, this will change. We want the clicked background to be the dark navy color and the text to be white. So that's all good. And there we have our menu. And as you can see, when I hover over these two, that gives me the same effect as the clicked. It is good to preview your website after every little change you make, just to see how it will look like when it's running. Now the next stage, I'm going to add the title of the website in. I'm going to do this by clicking add, and we're going to add an image. So my image uploads. You also have the option for free Wix images, free Wix clip art, big stock images, and your social media account images. So let's click on my images. I'm going to navigate to my site logo. I have prepared a logo for the website. Let's add that in and stretch it out, and we're just going to add a normal box to the page, and once again stretch it to full size of our page canvas. And if we click this, we will be able to edit the box design like we did on the menu. Click customize design, click on the fill and opacity of it. We're going to change the color to white, and we're going to take the opacity down to 60%. Like so. I think we might go for a bit higher than that actually. Let's try 70, maybe 80. Yes, so 80% looks good. We have no border, no corners, and no shadow. Awesome. Now if we just drag the title down, there will be an option when the title of the page is covering the box. You will see here, attach to box, and we just let go when it's attached to the box. It basically means that if you drag the box, it will come with the box. And we can just bring that up to there, and there you go. There is your site title with a container box in the background, just so it brings out the words that are a lighter shade of the grey background that we're using. And let's just preview that. So there we have our home, tours, contact us, and the site title, Visual Tours Ireland. After adding the background, the navigation bar, and the site title, it would be good to preview the website in the mobile view. So as you can see, it's looking pretty well for a mobile device also. You've got your menu button and your site title with the background. So let's back to editor, and you can see it in the editor mode also. So if we switch back to the desktop view, the next thing we're going to do is add a slideshow. And I think the slideshow I want to use is this slideshow here. So once again, drag it over and drop it where you want it. So our slideshow is here. We have slide 1 of 3, and automatically the menu for the slideshow will pop up. Let's just make sure that it's the full way across, which is normally 980 by 440. We're just going to preview that and check. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Now, click the section to edit it, and there is a little tutorial within this tutorial that will guide you along. So it says, say it with slides, drag and drop anything onto the slides, images, videos, buttons, and more. Make each slide unique with its own background, or use them as a set to tell a story. To get your slides moving, just set to autoplay. Okay, we'll close that. So let's change the slide background. Once again, you can have it as a color, or an image. We're going to choose an image from my gallery of uploads, and we're going to choose this image and change the background of the slide. So as you can see, it's changed the background. As soon as I click change background, it has done so. And let's view the settings. So you can change the opacity once again, the color behind the image, which we don't really need to change, scaling and positioning. So scale to fit is what we want. If we hit original size, as you can see, it gets a lot bigger. Or tile, we'll just make it a little bit darker. I don't know if that does anything else. So we're just going to use scale to fit and the position centered. So we're now going to look at the slide settings. So does slideshow autoplay? Yes, we have autoplays on loading. How long between each slide? You're going to want to have about 7 seconds between each slide. Apply transition effects, horizontal, that's exactly what we want. So where do they start from? They start from the left or the right side, depending on your individual need. How long do they last? 1 second is exactly how long I want this to last. So everything's good there. Layouts, we have size in pixels for the navigation arrows. So if we make that bigger, you can't just see it right now because it's a different color. So where can we change the color of that? We can change the color in design. So we'll do the color first. Fill and color slide buttons. So the slide buttons are black. We're going to change them to white. And the navigation arrows also. So you can see it's just appeared on the left side of the slide. The border, we don't want a border. And shadow, we don't want a shadow either. You also have the option to change the look of your button. At the top of the slideshow design toolbar, you can see it gives you presets for your design. We are just going to stay with the original. So now that we've done that, we can have a look at the layout. So here we use the size to change the size of the arrows. We're going to go for 25 pixels. Offset is where exactly the arrows are on the slide. We're going to have that at 25 also. Show slide buttons, yes. The size of the buttons, we want them to be 12, just a little bit bigger than what they were. In fact, we're going to have them at 10. Offset 26. We're going to have that at 25 as well to keep everything the same. And spacing between buttons, we'll have 20 between each. 20 pixels between each of these. These are the buttons here, and these are the arrows. Okay, now that we have that done, the animation. Now this animate button has appeared in the menu and both the site title and the container box that it is sitting on. The animation is just basically how it appears when you first load up the website. So you can see the different animations I'm going through right now with the slider. It's how it will appear on the website. And we don't really want one at the minute with this website, but if you feel like you need one or you would like one for your website, this is where you'll find it. So we're just going to leave it with no animation. And then there's a help button in case you get stuck. So double click the text to edit it, and this is weddings. I'm going to type awesome places. So we just change the text by double clicking to discover, and you can add your own link in this section here just by clicking this. If it's a different page you're looking for, an anchor, a web address, email, phone number, so on. I just added the link for the YouTube channel that I am talking about and open in a new window. So that's okay. Gonna have a look at the layout. Once again, how's text aligned? We're just gonna keep it centered, and we're gonna have a look at the design. So there's all different types of buttons here. So I've just selected this button, and we're going to change the color. To this, we are going to keep all that the same. The only thing we're going to change So as you can see, I have changed around the site title. Visual Tours Ireland is now in the header section, and that will appear in every page because it's in the header. And I've just put the navigation bar below it and took off the button separators. I've also removed the page background to no color instead of the translucent grey background that we were using. I think it looks a lot better with no color. I've also added this strip in, and I did that by just going to add strip and selecting the first classic black. When you drag your strip in, double click, select the color you want it to be, click the settings. You can also choose a picture, but I just chose the color because that's what I'm going for, and change the opacity to 70%. And you want to click fade in, and I'll show you what that does right now. When I preview my page and go to the top, obviously you can see it looks a lot more presentable with Visual Tours Ireland at the top of the page. When I scroll down, you can see the strip fades in as I scroll, which is the effect that I'm looking for. So back to the editor. I'm just going to complete the process of the slider in the same way I did it for the first slider. I'm going to repeat the process for the next two. So after completing the content for my sliders, I've chosen to stretch all the content in the page to the full width of each side. I feel this adds a modernized look for the website. Simply just click and drag to stretch the content. Now that I've showed you how to add the menu in, I'm going to delete it. Simply just click, navigate to the delete button on your toolbar, and delete it. If you click inside the head section, you will have the option to drag the header back up to where it meets the site title. I've chose to delete the navigation bar simply because I feel it looks tacky, and I'd rather add in links to the pages through buttons on the website. So moving on to the next part of our website, this section is going to be about us. I'd just like to show you I've prepared some text for my website, and it is really useful to do this so that you're not spending time adding content in. You just have it to copy and paste. Okay, now that we've completed the About Us section, I think it's good practice to preview your work once again and see what it's going to look like when the website goes live. I'm going to add a button just below the text in the About Us section, and I'm going to show you how to do that and link it up with a page in a second. So just quickly, we're going to look at the mobile view to see if our website is responsive and it's looking good on mobile. So you can see the Visual Tours Ireland logo at the top. We've got our menu. Moving on down, the slider looks pretty well also, with the hover effect still working, and the About Us section also looks very well, and there will be a button in there too. So back to the editor, we're going to just go back to the desktop view, and we are going to add a button to the About Us section. In relation to the content of your website, I think using a consistent design is more effective than having different bits of everything spread out all over your website. So I'm just going to use the same button that I've used throughout the website so far. Just drag and drop the button into the column that I want to place it in. And I'm just going to change the text and add a link to another page. And that's the button complete. So let's preview. Has the hover effect. All good. Going down the page, I'm going to add another section. This time I will use a welcome strip, and I'm using this to create a dramatic title. Just going to change the text to the slogan of the website that I have prepared. The next part of the page will be the services we offer. The next thing I have on my list is to add a gallery. A gallery is just basically showing you all the images that relate to your services or your website. And the strip that I have up here, I'm just going to duplicate it, which will create a copy of the strip, and I'm going to drag it down the page to use in the section before the gallery. I'm going to add this here, but I'm going to have to bring the gallery down a little more to get it to fit in. And we are going to keep it the same size as the first strip. And I'm just using it to break up the content a little. It says up here, change images. We have settings, layout, design, and so on. The handy thing about this is you can change all your images at once, and you don't need to keep clicking and changing each individual image. Add images. Just select all the images you want to add into your gallery and click Add to Gallery. You will then see your images add to your gallery and are numbered. In my case, they're numbered from 1 to 82. It's good to add alt text, description, and maybe a link to your pictures also. For example, if I click on one of my images, so I've changed the alt text, description, and the link I've added to a website which will open in a new tab. So once that is complete, do this for each of your images. And when you go to the preview mode, when you hover over the image, you can see Queen's University, an image from the Connolly Cove YouTube channel /website showing the gates of Queen's University Belfast. And if you click this link, it will take you to the link that you've added in. In this case, I've added it to the conleycove.com website. So closing that down, I've changed the background from white to blue, and I've changed the text from black to white and added in different size font and a bold effect on the title. And this is just once again going back to the editor. If we just click on the design of our gallery and customize the design, you can see in here is where you will change the color of the text on down, title font, description font, font size, bold, etc. And then the hover effect, which will be the color of the background when you hover over it. So for the next stage, we're going to add social media icons with links to the bottom of our page. And we can do this just by simply using the Wix free social icons that are in the add and then down to social section of our interface. We can use these free ones that Wix offer, and we can also use free ones from Google Images. If we type in social media icons, click on images, and now we can't use any of these because some of these are not labeled for reuse. And to find out if they are or not, just click on tools. This little toolbar will pop up, and if we navigate to usage rights and click labeled for reuse, it will then change our options of social icons, and we want to use one of these pictures. So we click on, I think this one looks pretty neat, and we're going to use these. So if we save this image, right click and save image as, and right here you can see I've already added these. I just renamed it. Make sure it's save type as JPEG or PNG. If we just click save, it will save the icons to our downloads, and in our downloads we have the social icons right here. So I'm just going to open the social media icons in Photoshop, and if we just file, new, let's call this one Facebook, and document type is just going to be custom. We're going to change the pixels to, say, 200 by 100. Resolution, we want 300 pixels per inch, and a transparent background. And this is all good, so we just click OK, and that creates a new canvas for our social links. So if we just click this tool, which is called rectangular marquee tool, and if we drag, cover the image. So we now have the area covered that we want to use. Hold down Control on your keyboard and hit C, the letter C. Navigate to our new canvas, hold in Control again and hit the letter V. And that's just a shortcut for Control Copy and Control and Paste. So Control and Copy is C, Control and Paste is Control and V. So if we just look, our canvas is a little too big. To transform the image to fit the canvas, we hold down Control and hit the letter T and let go, and we can see that we have brought up the free transform menu. And to make sure we don't lose any quality when we're shrinking the image, hold in Shift, use one of the corner stretchers, stretch it down to fit the canvas. So to get rid of the black background that we have, because we don't want any background in this image, we just want the icon itself, we use the magic wand tool over on the toolbar here. Select the area just by clicking the black on the picture and hit delete when the area is selected. Then deselect the area, but just by clicking twice until there is no area selected anymore. And now we have our Facebook logo ready to export. If we just click File and Export as Quick Export as PNG, so you can see there. So we just want to export it to the folder in which we want to save it in. Export as Facebook icon, it's going to automatically export as a PNG, and the reason we want it to be a PNG is so that it doesn't automatically make the background of the canvas white. We want a transparent background, we just want the logo, so we just export it by clicking Save. And if we navigate to our Wix editor, go to My Uploads, Images, and in your Images folder, we're going to upload the image of the Facebook icon that we've just made in Photoshop. As you can see, Facebook icon.png has uploaded, done, and we just click Add to Page. And you'll see the background is now gone and we only have the logo is exactly what we want. So let's move this down to the footer and have it sitting roughly about there. We can change that about when we add the next lot in. So I'm going to repeat this process for each of the icons that I will be adding in to the website. So now that we have our icons added to the website, we're just going to add a link to each of the icons. Just simply, once again, click the image, navigate to the link button, and we are going to use a web address for this. And so once again, I've prepared my links already in a Word document just to copy and paste straight in to the website, and that's going to open in a new window. So there we go, and let's just preview that. Click the link and it should open. There we go, opens the Instagram icon link. So we just repeat the process for each of the images. Now that our social media links have been added into the homepage, as you can see, they're in the footer section, and these will appear on every page you add to your website because of that. Just like the header section will add the Visual Tours Ireland logo to each page, the footer will do the exact same thing. And I've just created 2 more pages for my website. The first being tours, which is the page that relates to the videos in my website, features the videos in my website, and contact us, just the contact information, a contact form, and a link back to the homepage. And you can see that the social media links have stayed where they are supposed to be. So I've not showed this in the tutorial because I want you to try and do this yourself. Hopefully you've gathered enough information on the Wix editor and the interface in general to do this yourself. And the next thing we're going to talk about is Wix ADI, which is just basically another way to build your website, only it's automatic and not manual like this. The Start with Wix editor is. Start with Wix ADI will automatically generate a website for you. So it uses artificial intelligence to produce a design for your website. It learns about each of your individual needs, asking a few simple questions, and then chooses from the many stunning combinations and possibilities to perfectly match optimal design and content and create a unique website suited to you. So no 2 sites will ever look the same with Wix ADI as well. If we just click into it, the first question will be, what do you want to create a website for? And as you can see, it's automatically chose travel agency for me. If I just type in travel, there will be a lot of related searches. So you can choose from whatever relates to your website. The next question is, does your website need any of the following features to sell online, take bookings and appointments, get subscribers, or create a blog? We're going to create a blog and get subscribers because I haven't showed you how to create a blog yet or what exactly a blog is. So I will talk through that and show you how to do that in the Wix editor also. So sell online would be for a shop, and to take bookings and appointments would relate to a spa or restaurant website. So next, what is the name of your website or business? We are going to stick with Visual Tours Ireland. And this will be the address of your business. I'm going to skip this step because I don't exactly have an address right now, but if you do, feel free to add one in. We're just going to add a quick logo, the same one that has been used in the editor. And this is just an overall of the information so far: your email address, phone, fax, and to add social media networks, we're going to add links in. Let's just start with Facebook. Next we will use Twitter. So just this Twitter link that I have in the Word document, just copy and paste it in. And last but not least, we are going to use the YouTube link to get all the videos that will be featured in the website. And next, so just start and just choose the theme at this stage. I'm going to just choose elegant, continue. Now I am going to create your homepage. So it's preparing to create the first page in our website. Create my homepage. And this is where you can see it has automatically generated the website for us. Here it is, the first version of your homepage. And this is just a tutorial to take you along each step of the way. Preview your site. So just click the play button. It'll show you where the preview button is. And you can have a look at your website so far. So wow, this is really nice. Obviously there's a few things you need to change, like the Visual Tours Ireland is already in the logo right here. You have your home and your blog. The number, you could take that out as well, and just the links to your social media accounts. Start your journey with Visual Tours Ireland. You want to keep people on your page for as long as possible, clicking on all your content, reading through whatever you have to offer, so special offers and stuff. This isn't so much what we're looking for, but you can customize each section of your website with Wix ADI. Contact form, really nice, elegant. And subscribe, so this was one of the features that we asked for in our website, as well as the travel blog. So if we just click on the blog page, it has created a blog for us, and you can customize each of these blog posts yourself, add in whatever content you feel is necessary. So when you're done previewing, click here, and if we just, it brings you back to the home page automatically. So change your website design. You have the option to do that. I like the design of the website. I like the colors of the website, so you skip those two. Change website fonts. I think that's not what we're looking for either. Change website animation. I like that too. And section design. So I'll change the design of one of your sections. Okay, show me how. So this is just talking you through it bit by bit. You can customize each of your sections. This section I want to change. If I just click here, and if I bin this section, it will move up the rest of the content to meet. An edit section content is another one that we want to do. So in the header section, we just click and we can edit. So business, the business name is what we want to take out, and we want to take out the number also. So just click here to untick the phone number, and that will disappear, and the business name has been taken out also. Apart from that, we are all good. And add a new section. So if you want more in your website, you just add a new section. Section to page. Drag section here. Okay. So we want to drag the new section right here. And there you go. You have your website completely done for you. To add whatever content you want is really easy. You just click. Oh, there's a mobile preview also, so we'll just have a quick look at that to see how our website will look on a mobile device. So we have the logo, our social media links, the menu, home and blog. Scrolling on down, start your journey with Visual Tours Ireland. Once again, the content has been squished to allow someone on a mobile phone to view it in a much more effective way. And there you have it, a stunning website on both desktop and mobile view. Let's go back to the desktop view, click out of the preview mode and back into the editor. You can just edit your website in the same way that you would do it in the Wix editor. Just click on each section. It's slightly different. Your information will come up on the left side of your screen on a bar. So if I click on this video, the information that I need will come up on this side, and you can just read through it. If you don't have the time to build a website with the Wix editor like I've did in this tutorial today, and you're just looking for a quick website put out there, all you want to do is change text or color or content, this is the way forward for you. So just back to the editor, I'm going to show you how to add a blog with the editor. If you just click on the blog button, welcome to your Wix blog, share your expertise in your own blog, keep visitors on your site for longer with engaging content. And that's exactly what you're looking for. If you have a website, you want to keep people on your website, you want to keep them linked to your website through pages, articles, content. Increase your visibility on Google to attract more visitors with SEO. So SEO is search engine optimization, and I'm going to talk about that next in the tutorial. So your blog manager, your blog add button just turns into your blog manager. You have add new blog post, manage your blog, blog pages, blog elements, and learn more. If we go back to the blog manager and we manage our blog, so I'm going to add a blog post in this section, and if we just add a new post with this button, add an engaging title, so travel now, author name John Doe, Jane Doe, anonymous person in other words, and start writing your blog. So before we do that, we're going to add an image in, drop the image in, add alt text, so surf the web, let's say that's what that's called, and start to write your blog post. So some text for our blog post, and publish this post. Your post is published. Share it on your favorite social network for more views. So email, Facebook, tweet, or share on LinkedIn. And if we just go back, click out of this, go back to our blog, you can see Travel Now has been updated to our blog. To change the design of our blog is very simple, just the same way that I have done before. Move your content around whatever way you like. Change the color of your blog post. So if you have lots of different blogs, this is where you organize everything. And that is really it. To design, just once again click on the brush, navigate to which part you want to change. Let's choose this. Exit that. Notice that it's also created a brand new page for your blog and not took over one of the previous pages or added the blog into a previous page. There is a brand new page for your blog. And so that's it for the blog page. You can just customize your features whatever way you feel like, and that's really it for the website. Also, we have homepage, tours, contact us, and blog, and that's as far as we're going to go with the Wix editor in this tutorial and with Wix ADI. This has generated a good website, and we have built a decent website from the Wix editor also. The only things left to talk about now are Wix hosting, domain names, SEO, and Wix Premium. When we upgrade, you will see what perks you will get with the Wix Premium. So SEO. What is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization, and a lot of people will run away from it when they hear that term and they think it's very technical, but we are just going to go through and highlight a few things that you should do and cover the basics. Why is it important? It is important to follow the SEO guidelines that are set out by the search engines so their software can read your website without any problems, understanding what your site is about and what content it contains. Your website will be reviewed and graded by the search engine quality algorithms, overall ranking your website in the search results. So ideally you want your website appearing on the first page of any search engine, which isn't always the easiest thing to do and requires a little bit of work and effort. So if we take Google, for example, today, Google has roughly 3.6 billion searches today, and that you can see that just increase by the second, thousands upon thousands of searches. Everyone who has a website wants a share of those searches, and because these searches are looking for companies and businesses with services to offer, and to get a share of those we need to be ranked in the search engines, and that's why it is so important to have good SEO. So if we just go back to my account on Wix, this is Wix SEO Wiz, and this Wix basically makes it easy for you, and we can go through the steps and follow the guidelines, and it will hopefully get us off to a good start when ranking in the search results. So one of the main things that we need to think about are the keywords, and these are basically just what we think people will be searching for when looking for our business or company. So any words that relate to your website will be very, very useful. So when I click into it, it asks for the business or site name, just because if you want someone to search for Visual Tours Ireland, you want yours to be ranked number 1 on the very first page. So moving on down, we have the keywords, and these are sites to see in Ireland, Tourism Ireland, Titanic Belfast, the Giant's Causeway, and Travel Ireland. So these are the 5 keywords that I have chosen to add into the website for search engine optimization. And to analyze your keywords, you just click this link here after you've typed them all in, and it will show you how good your keywords are, if they're effective or not. So long tail searches are sites to see in Ireland, whereas short tail searches would be Travel Ireland or Titanic Belfast. Long tail is easier to rank than short tail, so if you rank for Visual Tours Ireland, it will be more effective than just tours. This is the checklist that we have for SEO, and you will be working your way through this checklist, and your SEO plan will help you get ranking on the search engines. So once you have finished with your SEO, basically you're going to want to connect to a domain if you already have one. If you don't, Wix offer a free domain. In this case, it is kieran47.wixsite.com/Visual Tours Ireland. However, I would like to change this. So Wix also do a free hosting. They offer free hosting for your website, but you have these adverts for Wix on your site if you're hosting it for free. So as you can see, there's one at the top right corner and one down at the bottom, and it will always stay at the bottom of your website when you're live on the internet. So to change that up, you're just going to want to update your Wix to Wix Premium, and if you just upgrade to Wix Premium, you will have the option to get rid of those ads. So all premium plans always include extra storage and bandwidth, domain connection, unlimited paid video channels, commission-free sales, free hosting, which is the thing I talked about there. Hosting is basically how your website stays on the internet, and there's a few hosting firms that you can go with. A few that I know: GoDaddy, bigwetfish.com. They are very good as well, but with Wix you don't need to connect to hosting with an outside company. You just use the wix.com free hosting, no ads on your videos. Google Analytics, this is where SEO comes in, very helpful also, checking to see how many people are coming through your website every month. And premium support, so if anything you need, you'll get support. We are just gonna upgrade to premium now. So as you can see, we've upgraded the website to Wix Premium, and there is no longer advertisements on our live preview of the website, which is great. However, they're not too noticeable when they are there if you're going with the free version of Wix. If we just go back to the account, so there's a few more things we need to talk about. SEO, let's just go back into that. If anyone is having any trouble with getting their website ranked in the search engines, Profile Tree offer a huge service for search engine optimization. Some of the previous websites that they have worked on drive over 1 million people through the website per month, so that's crazy traffic. So getting a domain name for your site, a domain name is just, see this little text up here, premium.wix.com. that is a domain name. Yours could, for my website, it would be visualtoursireland.com. So with yours, and you're looking to buy a domain with Wix, it's going to cost you a yearly subscription of probably around about £9 or £10 per year, and connect a domain that you already own. So if you already own a domain name, just simply search it here. Where did you buy it from? And next stage, which will be updating your settings, and then the confirmation of your domain name. So just going back to the site, hosting with Wix. So wanting to publish our website. So this is just making our website go live with Wix.com. So if we click publish, congratulations, your site is published and is live online. And that's that done. And we are now live with this website. If we just open this, click on publish once again, copy and paste this text that we have into the bar and search, you will see that our website is now live on the internet with our free domain with Wix.com. So that is it for our tutorial today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope in some way you've gained knowledge of how to navigate around the interface and use the tools and elements that Wix offer in both Wix Editor and Wix ADI. If you have any trouble with SEO, please visit profiletree.com and get your SEO on track to get you ranking in the search engines. Also, for more visual tours of Ireland, north and south, visit conleycove.com. Thank you again for watching, and good luck.